Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Cody. Today, I wanted to take you guys inside the mind of a Dead by Daylight killer to share the thought process of a 4,000 hour plus killer main to show you guys what I'm seeing while I'm playing. I'm mostly known for my blight, and I am far, far from a Billy main. However, everyone loves Billy, right? So I thought that I would start you guys off with a fun Billy video. Without further ado, let's get into the video and take you inside the mind of a Dead by Daylight killer. Okay, guys, so we are going to load it in now. We get Gas Heaven, which is typically very good for the Hillbilly. So where we spawn in the shack on Gas Heaven, there are normally survivors dead ahead of us at the hill. Almost every single time, it never fails. It's typically two, but sometimes it's just one. We see the Kate. We get the down super fast on her. That's wonderful for us. Now we're going to go and get our hook. Okay, there we go. Kate's on the hook. So I'm going back to the first generator that we've seen. It did have progress, which means that there's actually somebody still there. I'm not quite sure where, but I don't see them. I'm kind of looking around the area. Since I know that they're there, I was checking just to see if maybe they snuck back to the hook. I checked the generator there on my left. I checked the generator there in front of me. There's no progress. I go away. I am going to go check the other generators. That generator pops. I happen to look back over and I see the Meg. And she goes around the corner. She actually bamboozles me here. I'm not quite sure where she went, but she went somewhere. She's a magician. I don't even know where, but somehow she ends up on the hill. So we go up after her. The Meg drops down. She has Sprinto Bursto. Good use of it there. I get impatient with my soul. So I go, they get the unhook, she gets for a pallet. She dumb tags me. Oh, I do kind of like a 360 there. I really don't know what that is, guys, but we get a hit with low pro chains. Like, I probably would have zoned her. I go. I know which way she's going, right? So I go, I get my saw. So let's get Meg up on the hook really quick. Okay, there we go. Megalodon is up on the hook. So we know that they destroyed a totem. I kind of want to just go relight it while we're there. So they have something else to worry about. 30% from Petimento is a big deal. And even if they blow it up again, that is still time not spent on generator, which is great for us. So we saw the scratch marks. We saw the generator that was worked on. We check her totem. The Hattie was probably watching us from the corner of the shack, just based off how much distance she has here. Now, I do start my saw. This isn't necessarily to get, like, a long-range saw or anything like that. That is to actually cut her off from that loop, because I know that this loop that we just came from is unsafe. Especially means we are running crowd control right now. Honestly, guys, I have a very unique Billy build, but it actually does work very well. So we make her vault one window, we rub her saw, we make her vault the other one. Now, all we really need to do, she's just dead. She has nothing to work with. She's just dead. So we get her down on the Hattie. We are going to pick her up, find a hook for her, which is great. Okay, so Hattie the Batty is on the hook. We spot the Megalodon. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I thought that I could actually get sniped before she made the window, but obviously I couldn't. She's off to our left. I'm going to try like a little mind game here to get like an M1. But she pre-drops a pallet. She runs out of the building. For some reason, she runs to the right instead of the left. I don't know why. It happens, guys. It's Dead by Daylight, but the Megalodon goes down. It happens to the best of us, you know? Okay, so the Megoon is back on the hook again. At this point, I think that the Hattie is on my Pentimento hex. She ran by it. She knows that it's there. But instead, we find the David. We get, like, a long-range snipe on my guy. Feels bad, man. It happens. You know, just Billy doing Billy things. The hook is right there. So we're going to put him on it. There you go, David. Just for you. Okay, so we hooked the David. The Meg got saved. So I'm actually going to go back to the first hook where the Meg got saved, just to interrupt a heal or anything like that. We see the scratch marks. So we follow them. They are well on their way to the hook for the David. They get the save. I go and I meet them. Look, guys. I looked. I didn't see the person who unhooked. So I end up going after the David again, guys. Listen. Time is valuable in Dead by Daylight, especially to killer. So I'm not going to be spending all my time looking for the person who unhooked there. I just am going to go after the David again. Guys, so just like if you're playing Survivor, make yourself seen. That way, if the killer does not want to tunnel, they know where you are and not the person who just got unhooked. You know? So there we go. We get the hook on the David again. Okay, so they blow up one of our totems. I'm going to go along the side here just to check that they came out the front door, which they did not. I guess they went through the window, and they are running for the unhook. They get the unhook. We see that's Hattie. The David, we are going to let go since we know where the Hattie is. She's right there. She's going to vault the window, which we already knew. She goes down, which is wonderful for us. We put Hattie the baddie back up on the hook. So at this point, I really have no clue where anybody is. That's kind of like the downfall of not having tracking perks sometimes, but we spot the Megalodon again, which is super lucky for us. I thought she was going to take the window. She did not. I just kind of used the saw to catch back up. They get the save on the Hattie. I'm not really going to bother it. The Meg slams a pallet in her face. We have low pro chains, so we should be able to use it and catch up fairly quickly. Not quite sure. She's heading to the main building again, but we're going to cut it off, which is all we really want to do there. So we do have low pro chains. We can force her to kind of just, run away from main building and where we don't want her to be. We're still giving chase. We kind of just want to drive her away from Shack too. Like, I never had intentions on sending that saw. I just wanted to fake her out, and we get the down. So, at this point, the Magoon is dead. She's D-E-D-G-E, big dead. We don't know where anybody is, but that's okay. We light our Pentimento totem. We have one dead. We have 3 generators. So we're going to bust through this door like the Kool-Aid Man and just go, oh yeah, and see if anybody's home, which they are not. But that's okay because we actually come around the corner here and we spot the Kate. She goes up the hill. I was thinking about sending my chainsaw there, but I didn't, thankfully. And the Kate goes down. Everyone is on death hook at this point. We are going to go over and kick the generator since there is a lot of progress on it. We are going to go up on the hill and kind of get like a bird's eye view, check out the generators. The one near the shack doesn't really look like it's doing much. We are going to go check the generator here that we can't actually see, just to, see if anybody's there, which there is not. So at this point, we don't know where anybody else is. We are about to go back to the hook. And, oh, watch out! Hattie almost jumped down into her chainsaw. That would have been very bad for them. But she does a good job of just faking, getting away from the hook. That way the David can save the Kate. And they can hopefully try and make a comeback. I know everybody's on death hook, guys, but you shouldn't give up. You never know. You never know what happens. So I used a saw to try and cut her off there from holding W. I thought that she would keep going, but she actually just hid at the corner there to my left, and she ran back towards Shack. So at this point, I feel like she's going to jump the window, which she did. I actually almost get her. And for some reason, she leaves Shack, which actually would have been the safest place for her. So we get back this kind of crappy little jungle gym. I am going to give her the fast vault here, but I fake it and go the other way so I can force a 50-50. And she actually wins this 50-50. Good job on the Hattie. It was very convincing. I revved my saw. I actually don't fall for the fake this time. I get the down. She is now dead. Now all we need to do is find the David or the Kate and just have a nice old-fashioned hatch standoff for the final one. I see scratch marks. I see the Kate. We're going to go after her. Right, so right here, I try to get some low pro value. I try to be a little bit cheeky, but I actually don't get it. I think if I seen her go out the door, I might have been able to get it, but I was not. So I kind of use my saw just to catch back up here. We see the Davids in the shack, but that's fine. So right here, I know people don't think of Billy as like a zoning character, but I zoned her away from that window right there and kept her from the main building. So we are going to go check the last location that we actually knew where the David was, which was shack. We're just kind of looking around. We actually miss him right there in the corner. I don't know if you guys know this, but killers are dinosaurs. They are T-Rexes. If you don't move, they can't see you. But we get super lucky with the hatch. The David's right there, even though we missed him the first time. He's just kind of going to run us around a little bit. He's probably not going to run us around the full 2 minutes of the hatch. It's almost impossible for him at this point, so he kind of gets stuck on the lip there. He is going to vault the window. He is going to get sawed. He is going to get down. That is going to be a 4K for Billy. Guys, thank you so much for watching if you made it this far. I wanted to bring content to YouTube that is different from Twitch. Twitch is mostly talking about whatever and hanging out, while YouTube offers an opportunity to actually talk about my thought process as the action is happening. I realize that I'm not an editor by any means. However, I did my best to keep the video as action-packed and coherent as possible. If you enjoyed the content, guys, please remember to like, subscribe, and comment down below what your favorite part of this Billy video was. I'm interested in knowing. Also, feel free to hop over to Twitch, drop a follow, and hang out. We are live from 4 p.m. Eastern until whatever time I end. The link will be down below in the description, and I will see you in the next video.